What's up, everybody? It's your boy Officer D back in the video. Before we get started, don't forget to go ahead and like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. All right. Also, if you haven't joined the channel already, hit that join button. If you don't see it there, the link will be in the description box below. All right. That'll help out the channel a lot. All right. But anyway, let's go and get started. All right, y'all, so today we got an officer-involved shooting, all right? So this shooting happened in Nashville. It involved Officer Josh Baker with the Metro Nashville Police Department, all right? So Officer Josh Baker, or Officer Baker, has been with the police department for 14 years, all right? Quite a long time. So Officer Baker was on routine patrol when he got behind a black Chevrolet Camaro and I'm guessing ran the tag and realized, hey, the driver of this car has warrants. So he went ahead and conducted a traffic stop. This person pulled over into a Dollar General parking lot. The driver was supposed to be a male. Upon pulling this person over, it was a female. So obviously, you know, this ain't the person that got the warrants, but case law allows us to continue the traffic stop to make sure that person is able to drive away. All right, so check the license, make sure they ain't got no warrants too, and make sure the driver license is good and they're good to go. Well, some stuff started happening in between here, and then an officer-involved shooting happened. All right, so we're gonna watch the video. We're gonna check it out. So before we continue, I want to just break this down as we're going, all right? Because there's a lot of stuff happening in this video. Very short video, but a lot of stuff happening. All right, so he pulling this person over. Lights are activated. All right, there's no sound yet, but I don't know if he did the siren as well, but there's lights. And the person somewhat acknowledged that she knows he's behind him because she paused for a second when driving, right? She stopped for a little bit, then she took off again. That's typically acknowledgement that they know you're behind them and trying to stop them. All right, let's continue.
Just bring your bag out here. Man.
All right, so you can see that she knew she was getting pulled over already. You can see the lights in the back of the car reflecting, but she got out of the car anyway. Red flag. You know you're getting pulled over and you're jumping out the car. Why? That should be going through his head, right? Why is she trying to get out the car? She's inside the car right now, digging around for something. Why?
And stop going through it. Come step right back here. What did you take out of it?
Nothing.
Okay. All right, listen. Just come back here. I think we're getting off on the wrong foot, okay?
Because I'm really confused on why I'm getting stopped.
He's got several warrants.
Okay, that has nothing to do with me.
You don't know who's in the car.
Nobody's in my car.
Well, now I know that. However, now I'm going to address the other problems.
Okay, so you want my bag and all my belongings.
So just step right back here.
Can I use the restroom?
And let you know there's being audio and video recorded.
That's
Just to
fine.
let you know.
Okay.
23. If you did have one more, that would be good.
Oh no. So here's a problem so far, all right? He's asked her to step away from the car. And he pointed to the back of the car, right? She took one step to the side, all right? But she's staying close to that car. There's a reason for that, okay? That's something you should start noticing. Why is she not going where I just told her to go? He said she took something out of her bag. What was it she took out of that bag? She took something out. Now she's so willing to give you the bag now because she took something out. That should be something else that you're trying to investigate. All right. She's trying to separate herself from the car by going to the bathroom. So she's not trying to get too far away because she doesn't want to step to the back, but she does want to get far enough away to where she can maybe escape. There's things you got to start that he should be thinking about, and that for somebody else's situation we thinking about as well.
For church, you drive it for church.
Can we step back here?
21 to 23, do you need code 3?
Negative, just code 2. So it's just in here? Okay, was there...
We're about 5 minutes from you.
Is this...
Yes. Hey, Mom, I need you to come to Opportunity Lane right there where Cisco is and Dollar General.
23 to 25.
I just got pulled over because my name is on the car.
So He just found some drugs in the bag. I didn't see a white powdery substance, but the story on this had that she had a white powdery substance in the car, in her bag, as well as some weed. I did see the weed, okay? She's not worried about that at all. Like, he pulls it out, and she's like, yeah, that's in there. You might find another bag in there too. She willingly gave this bag to him. She's on the phone. She's a 32, 35-year-old woman calling her mom to come to the traffic stop. Why? She's not worried about the weed. So obviously she knows that weed ain't that big of a deal. There's a reason. There's a reason. She's standing by that car still. She ain't moved. He asked her to come over there. She ain't came.
And he wanted to know if he was gonna call me, then he got to call me. But I do got weed.
Hey, are you available?
I'm watching it.
Return me in a couple minutes.
Brick Church
Brick Church.
and Ewing.
13, can I have you started around? You're about 4 minutes away. Disregard, actually, disregard that.
Yeah, I'm not done with that though. Where's your lighter at?
13, it says you're about 7 minutes away.
I'll get it for you in a second, okay?
So you would drive
Oh,
for
right
church
there.
and the Dollar General. Can I have you started around 23?
She is running all over this officer. She asks if she can get something. He's like, I'll get it for you. She starts walking that way anyway. No type of command presence yet, telling her not to do it. He's just going along with the flow. All right, she's running this traffic stop. And that's probably why things start going so bad. She's testing to see how far this officer's going to go, and he's letting her go. He's letting her do everything she wants to do, even though he's saying the opposite. But his demeanor and what he's saying isn't like, it just ain't good, man. What's going on? 14 years.
Thank you.
All right, there's a white powdery substance. Still haven't moved.
Here, do me a favor, Trent.
No, hold
Turn
on.
around.
Don't put me in handcuffs. I haven't done anything wrong.
Ma'am.
No, don't put me
You're about to get paid. Get down. Get down on the ground. Down on the ground. Step out. Ma'am, put the gun down. Put the gun down. 23 shots, Mark.
Right there. All right. Tasers are not always effective. He started tasing her, but it wasn't working. All right. She's still standing there. You got to move something else. Start the taser down. He starts yelling that she has a gun. Okay, she's reaching for a gun. So what do you do now? Okay. Are you about to wait to get shot first? No. Oh, hell no. Hell no. She's reaching for a gun. She's run back into her car. Nah, bro.
Shots fired.
2-4, 13, keep back that code 3.
What now?
23, I'm hit. Step out. Stand! Put the gun down! Put the gun down! 23 shots fired! Shots fired!
2-4, 13, keep back that code 3.
And then she threw the gun out the window.
23, I'm hit.
All right, and this is where the sad part comes in. So she shot you first, you shot back, good job, you're able to shoot back. All right, but then he falls on the ground. Okay, mistake, get back up, continue what you were doing. Instead of getting back into the fight, he just rests on his knees and just lets her drive away. Now, what's even more important than that is that he starts resting on his knees, but she still had the gun in the car. So if she was somebody really about that life and really wanted to kill a cop that day, she could have kept on shooting him. No problem. He gave her his head and everything, whole body, just kneeling down right there. Gave her his whole body. Gun still in his hand, but yet he's just there. Now, aside from this, you can't ignore that there are some big officers in the line of duty, right? When you get that big, you have to overcompensate in other areas. Like, you need to be really smart and you need to be able to talk to people. You also need to know your limitations for some stuff. He should have just talked to her more until his backup got there. I mean, he called for it twice. At the time of him finding that white powdery substance, she wasn't really doing that much to where she needed to go in handcuffs right then. She could have stayed there a few more minutes until his backup got there. Or he could have went ahead and tried to arrest her, grab a hold of her. That's what you should do. Grab a hold of her. Hey, you're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. If she starts to fight from there, you take it to the ground. Here's one thing big people or big officers got into their favor. Take them to the ground and just lay on them. She ain't moving all that. She had a lot to move herself. She ain't moving her and you. She ain't doing it. In this job, you got to pick your strengths and work to what your strengths are, right? That should have been what happened here. He shouldn't have gave up at the end. I'm sure he didn't pursue her anymore after that. He just probably stayed right there. Probably laid back down on the ground, waited till some officers got there and did whatever. I don't know. But something needs to happen in his mind. It doesn't mean he's a bad officer from what happened, because he could be really smart at some other stuff. But you need to apply that to whatever you're doing. Apply your smartness and your strengths to whatever you're doing. I just don't know. Just don't know. Gave up and this what happened. In case you're wondering, she got away, but she eventually crashed not too far from the scene. Officers were able to get her. She passed away at the hospital, okay? He's in stable condition right now. Last I checked, he's talking. He should be good. He was sitting in the torso. All right, so it all worked out good for him. He's able to go home eventually, hopefully, and the bad guy was captured at the end. Always be looking out for what people are doing, man. I personally love doing traffic stops. That's my favorite thing to do. I love learning body behavior. I love watching people to see what they're gonna do. I love it. And actually, I'm thinking about it, one of the first things should have been is when I tell you to step to the back of the car, that's what I want you to do. That's what I'm gonna need you to do. If you don't do it, that's when we're gonna start putting you in handcuffs. All right, just going back and forth to the car. She could have took that gun out way sooner than she did. Anyway, we're done. We're done. We're gonna let it be. We're gonna let this call be. Just use this as a learning moment, all right? Don't make the same mistakes. So every video you see like this, it's typically something you can take away from it, all right? So take away some stuff of what not to do in a situation, all right? Anyway, leave your comments, man. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next time, all right? Adios.